Today's video is inspired by the tag, "If I lost all my makeup, what would be the first 10 items I would purchase?" In this video, I'm going to identify the top 10 items I would purchase in my skincare. If I lost all my skincare, what would be the first 10 things that I would absolutely purchase ASAP? Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Melissa. When I was recording the tag, "If I lost all my makeup, what would be the first 10 things I would purchase?" it got me thinking, like, what would be the first 10 skincare items I would purchase? Because, you know, skincare, as I get older, it's become more and more important to me. You know, I own a lot of skincare, so out of all that, what would be the first things that I would repurchase? So before I get into the 10 products, I wanted to just kind of give you a little update on the type of skin I have and zoom in real close so you can see what's going on with my skin. First of all, I just had a birthday and I turned 58 this year. I want to preface this video with the fact that I have not had any cosmetic procedures done, with the exception of some IPL on this dark spot here, probably close to 4 years ago. It has since gotten darker over time. IPL is something that you have to do routinely to keep the spots light, and it's on my list to do. Once I feel like I have some money to do that, I'm going to have that zapped again because I think it makes a huge difference. But other than that, I have not done Botox, I don't have any fillers. This is just my skin. So as you can see, my skin is not perfect. I definitely have some breakouts on this cheek over here, and I'm developing some fine lines around my eyes. I actually am just starting to see the beginning of some crow's feet on the outer corners, which I've been pretty happy that they hadn't made an appearance yet, so whatever. Some very faint lines between my eyebrows. I definitely have some lines here and enlarged pores around my nose and my T-zone. So my skin tends to be combination. It is normal here on the cheeks and a little bit more oily in the T-zone. It depends on the time of year, less so in the winter, more so in the summer. And as I'm getting older, I'm finding that oiliness is not as prevalent as it was back in the day. For me, it was important to come on here barefaced so you could see exactly the raw me in all its glory. So you're definitely going to see some old favorites in this video. I am very particular about my skincare and don't always change things around too much, but have added a couple of new things to my repertoire that I'm really enjoying. So let's get started. The first thing I want to start off with is a relatively new product from Paula's Choice Skincare. She released a cleansing oil last year, and as you can see, I've used a fair amount of this, so I really know what I think about this. It is a lovely cleansing oil. It doesn't have any fragrance. It rinses clean so you don't feel dry, you don't feel oily. It's just a really beautiful cleansing oil. I don't use this every day. I tend to use this when I have particularly heavy makeup or I'm wearing a lot of waterproof makeup because I feel like it really breaks it down beautifully, and sometimes I use it alone, sometimes I use it as a part of a double cleanse system. So there is one small con with this particular cleansing oil, and perhaps with many cleansing oils, that I do find it sometimes is a little bit irritating to my eyes. They'll feel like they're stinging a little bit. Probably I went in a little too vigorously to remove some eye makeup. But it is something to note that it does occasionally not irritate my eyes, but it does sting my eyes a little bit if I get some into my eyes, if that makes any sense. And that's quickly taken care of by doing a quick swipe with a cotton pad of this micellar water, and it just whisks that all away and I'm fine. It's not enough for me to stop using it because I really enjoy it. My second cleanse would be the Paula's Choice Resist Optimal Results Hydrating Cleanser, which you've seen this before if you've watched any of my empties videos. I routinely go through this. In fact, I just finished this up. This is really a lovely cleanser. It is hydrating. It does remove most makeup without having to go this route, with the exception of perhaps like some waterproof mascaras, not so much. But just about everything else, it really does break down really well. So sometimes I have residual left on my lashes and maybe in these deep crevices here on the sides of my nose. This is really a holy grail cleanser for me. So next in this group is a micellar water. I like this one from Simple because it's super affordable. It's from the drugstore. I actually got this one from Costco. Had like a multi-pack of micellar water in different sizes, so they were good for like traveling. If you wanted a smaller one, this jumbo one, which I'm working on finishing that up, and I think it does the job great. It's great for removing the last little residual amount of eye makeup that didn't come off with the cleanser. It's very gentle. This is a staple because it's so versatile. You can use it for so many different things. You know, removing your makeup before you wash, for removing waterproof makeup. It's definitely a must that I wouldn't want to be without. Next up is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA liquid. I use this like a toner. So some of the things that it does is it creates a more radiant and even-toned skin because it's like an exfoliant, and it reduces redness and builds collagen and unclogs and diminishes enlarged pores. This is definitely morning and night. I swipe it on my face. The next thing I really love and cannot be without is a skin oil. And the one I really, really like is from Paula's Choice. It's the Resist Moisture Renewal Oil Booster. Here's what I do is I put a little bit on my fingers and I tap it under my eyes, and I just kind of let that settle in for a while. Usually I'll, put that on and I'll start brushing my teeth. I tend to layer a couple of different products under my eyes because that's the area that I feel it shows the most age and it needs the most hydration. So this is fabulous. It can also be just put in the palm of your hand and tapped all over your face. You can use it on your cuticles. It's a real workhorse multitasker. The other product I like to use under my eyes is from Dr. Dennis Gross. It's the Hyaluronic Marine Do-It-All Eye Gel. It comes in this blue tube like this, and this one's empty. I just ran out, just ran out. But it is a really nice mid-weight cream that just absorbs beautifully into the skin. It works well under your makeup, and it has hyaluronic acid in it. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. This is fantastic. One of my favorite eye creams that I've ever tried. I need to go to the store. So I also have two different sunscreen products in this group. And the first one is from Paula's Choice. It's the Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense with a broad spectrum SPF 30. This is fabulous. I wear this under my makeup every day. It has this very light tint to it just because it's a mineral-based sunscreen, and it helps knock down some of that white cast. It doesn't really add any coverage to your skin. For me, it does do a little bit of blurring, but for most people, it won't do much more than just hydrate the skin and create a beautiful base for applying your foundation. I probably go through these two products the most out of all the Paula's Choice products because I use them all the time. The second sunscreen I have is from La Roche-Posay. It's their Anthelios 50 Mineral Sunscreen. I have the one I use is in has a little tint to it. It also comes in a clear version. It is an SPF 50, and I sometimes just use this instead of foundation on the weekends because it offers just a really nice amount of coverage. It dries down to a soft matte finish. It's great for wearing to the beach or the pool. It gives you that SPF 50 and it's phenomenal. I love it. I've never tried it under my makeup, so that's why I'm not saying, oh yeah, and wear this under your makeup, because I've never actually tried that. I usually do this under my makeup. All right, we're getting down to the last couple items, and they are two different treatment items. This first one I'm going to talk about is a new one to me. This is a product that I'm testing. I'm about into the 3rd month of using it, and it is from Curology. It's customized for your skin. You do a little quiz, and then they kind of fill a prescription for you. I'm planning on doing a whole video on this once I've used it, probably 4 to 6 months, because I really want to give it a good chance to see if I notice any visible effects. But here's what I love about it. This is you use it at night. It is a great all-around hydrating cream for me. I don't need to apply anything on top of this. If you're ultra dry, you might need to apply something a little bit over that, which you can. For traveling, it is so simple because you're not bringing 500 different things like Retin-A or this serum or that thing. It's all like whoop, in there. And I have to say I'm pretty excited about this. So stay tuned for a follow-up video on this, but I liked it enough to include it in this video because after 3 months I'm like, yes, I need this. I must have this in my life. And the last item is a little spot treatment, and it's also from Paula's Choice. It's the Resist BH9. It comes in a little tube like this, and you just squeeze out a teeny tiny bit. And like I'm working on these areas here, these are really deep pimples here that are not coming to a head, but this has really reduced the effect of these pimples dramatically. If you've noticed on the last probably 2 or 3 videos, you could see them under my makeup. So over time, just being very patient and not picking at them, because these are not coming to a head. And I find this product works best if you can catch the pimples before they come to a head. I think it works really great, and I've had tremendous success applying this on a pimple when it's you just go, oh, I feel something brewing here. Let me get my BH9 and get after it. This really does the trick. So those are my 10 products. I am gonna say, if I could squeeze another product in there, it would be a lip balm, and this one from Blistex, the Deep Renewal Lip Balm, is my go-to. I love this. I wear it at night. I like it to pre-moisten my lips. I'll often put it on when I'm starting to put my makeup on, and it like pre-moistens my lips and it prepares it for applying lipstick or liquid lipstick, and it has just a nice lightweight feel to it. It's not goopy. It has like almost like a lemony scent to it. Barely a lemony scent to it. That is technically 11, but I sat there and I stared at that list like, what would I take out of here? And I really couldn't come away with anything less. So there you have it. My 10 and a bonus. Skincare items that I would replace immediately if I lost all my skincare. So I would love for this to become a tag. If you are a YouTuber and you make videos and you're into skincare, this was really fun for me to take a really hard look at all the products in my skincare basket, which, let me show you. These are all the things that I didn't talk about. So I have a lot of skincare that I use. I just pulled out the best of the best from that basket for this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I upload every Saturday morning, and I'll include a link to last week's video right up here in case you missed it. And if you are new to my channel, just stopping by for the first time, I would love it if you would subscribe, and you can do that by hitting this little bee icon, and that'll take you to the subscription page on my YouTube channel, and you can click the button to subscribe. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you real soon in my next video. Take care. Bye.